Today I have received permission to do something I thought I would only ever get to dream about. I get to cut up one of my mother's plants. I'm very excited about this because my mother is really great with plants when she wants to be, but sometimes she just gives up on them and then they die. She had this big, gorgeous spider plant in our other bathroom. It was massive. It was putting up all these babies, and then she just decided to let it die, and she stopped watering it, and it died. And now the only baby it has that is left in the world is my tiny, tiny spider plant up there that I now cherish because it's the only baby left. But that's not what we're doing today. What we're doing today is a golden pothos in our bathroom. That looks horrific. That I finally have permission. Now, it grew up the wall, and my mom told me not to take the part that grew up the wall down because it'll take the paint off. So she'd rather take it down at some point and do that. But we get to do the rest of it. I can't wait to show you the surprising thing. Let's go look. Look at this travesty. So there used to be leaves going all the way down here, and then it got overwatered, then it got underwatered. Now there's just this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cut it off right around here where it's stuck to the wall. I'm going to cut it off right in between those nodes, and then these ones I'm going to individually cut, and they're all going to go into a little vase with water that I'm going to put on the little counter here. And then all of the nodes, maybe not all the nodes, because that's a lot of nodes, I'm going to put into a bowl, like a lunch takeout container with sphagnum moss, and we're going to let them propagate, and whichever ones take off and propagate, great. Whichever ones don't, oh well, we'll throw them out, because there's a million. And then eventually the goal will be to replant, like just one last leaf, will be to replant them into a pot and give my mom back a nice big full pot of pothos, but like this is hilariously horrific. Time to pour the water into the forbidden ramen. Forbidden ramen. Alright, cool. So I'm literally going to use... I'm going to use a burner cover. Just for a little bit to help that sort of steep. You know? That way it'll steep for a bit, and then we'll come back and do the rest of it. You gotta help me achieve my dream.
But you have to be more specific before I come downstairs.
Why?
What do you need?
It's a very easy task.
What do you need me to do?
I need you to make a chop.
What?
A chop. Mom said I can cut the plant in the bathroom. But I'm just not tall enough.
Are you filming me right now?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm so excited. We gotta document the process. I'm just not tall enough.
Why is this your dream?
I have wanted to cut this plant for years, and Mom has always said no. And then today, she I don't know, had a stroke or something, and said I could do it. So we're taking it. So I'm going to show you where. So you see the spot where it's attached to the wall? No, way down here. Up. Okay, so cut it. Just go up one more. Like above that section. There you go. Cut it there.
Here?
Sure.
Why? This is such an ugly plant.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to fix it for so freaking long. Now my dream has come
It's just
true.
gonna grow and be ugly again.
No, it won't. I'll fix it. It'll become beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for helping me achieve my dreams. Look at all the little nodes that were stuck into the wall. Okay, so Cass obviously doesn't know about the 45-degree thing, but that's okay. So you're supposed to cut nodes at a 45-degree angle. I have to cut these off camera, but then we're good to go. Okay, so this is how many wet stick cuttings we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which is a lot, but I'm going to try to save all of them. And then we're going to cut these, and I'm going to put them into a vase of water. I'll just take this leaf off. It's kind of ugly. I think I lost. There were 2 yellow leaves. Did I lose them on the way in here, like on the floor? I don't... Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'll pick those up after. Yeah, but I really want to cut these and give them time to callus over before they go into that. And then, yeah. Woohoo! Okay, update from a couple of hours later. It turns out I boiled the perfect amount of moss, because this is all the moss that I boiled, and then these are all of the wet sticks. So, I don't know if all of them are going to take off, but I'm hoping at least some of them will. This is like, I think because that bathroom has a skylight, like the leaves on it before they died were like so big and beautiful. And like these are thick, like these are meaty sticks. They're not skinny little propagations the way mine always are. So I'm hoping that some of these at least will take off, and then we can plant them back into the pot. I might steal a couple for myself, but let me show you the leaves that we were able to save, how they look in the little vase. I think they look quite cute. See? So hoping a cat doesn't knock that down in the middle of the night or something. But even if they do, honestly, my little vase is from the dollar store, so it's fine. So that's there. Hopefully those grow roots, and then they can be potted back in there. Again, I might steal 1 or 2. And then we have the wet sticks in my little moss thing. Okay, friends, today is July 14th, and that means it's been 2 weeks since we put the propagations in here and put the other ones in the vase. The vase ones are doing great. I see them all the time because it's a clear vase and it's in the bathroom. But I haven't looked at these in 2 weeks, so we're going to look at them now. Look! Not only is there a great growth point, but there's a little root. I don't know how other YouTubers like do this and then just like forget about it. Like, I want to check the prop box every day. Is that a root? That is a root. Look at this root. And then another little... Is that a root or a growth point? That's a growth point. So this one is doing really quite well. You don't have anything going on yet. Same. Oh. Thought this one had nothing, but I can't get it out. Look at this one root. It's got a little tiny growth point right there, and this one crazy long root. These all have like little growth points. I really like when the root comes out of the like nubbin, whatever, that it was putting on the wall. The phone's ringing, just ignore it. I don't know, I just think it's cool. This one's got a good root going. This one's got a growth point, but no real roots yet. Oh, look at that root. That's a nice healthy root. Moving over here. Oh. So this is all the growth in 2 weeks of time, and like I said before, it sits over there on top of the witch, and because it's on her lap and not beside it, it gets a lot of sun. So it's actually quite warm. That one looks awesome. These all look awesome. Oh, not this one. This one has nothing. Oh, it's got the tiniest little growth point starting. Oh, and that might be... No, that's just sphagnum moss. But it's got the tiniest little growth point starting, so we're not going to give up on her. Tiny little root. And then this last piece. Tiny little growth point. But no root. So these are all... They're all growing. Which is quite cool to me. And that's 2 weeks. So, like, I'm not taking them out anytime soon. We're just going to let those roots keep growing and see what happens. But let me show you the one in the bathroom now. Something that's really cool to me is I knew when we chopped the main plant, it would start to push out a leaf somewhere else. I kind of hoped it would be along the vine somewhere, but nope, it's right here at the base. This shiny leaf there is the new leaf, and I put it out from the only existing leaf. So I really could have cut this plant all the way back, but I wasn't allowed to because of the paint on the wall. So this is the vase that I put all these in. They're all crazy rooted. That piece has a growth point coming out. We're going to take this into my room so that we can take them all out. I haven't changed the water in 2 weeks either, so we're going to do that as well. So these are all the cuttings laid out from the vase. And this is, again, just 2 weeks of growth, so clearly the Pothos is doing better in here than it is in the prop box, but this is also in the bathroom where the skylight is, so even though that's getting quite a bit of light over there, I'm sure the skylight is better. Interestingly enough, like, this one has a growth point, but I didn't even notice that, like, this leaf here was entirely new. That wasn't there. That's from a new growth point. All of that is brand new. So all of these are doing super well, super duper well. So I'm just going to change this water out and put them back exactly where they were. Someday they'll be ready to pot up, and I'm thinking maybe I'll pot these up with the original plant, and then, I don't know, like, I feel like I should pot some of those cuttings up with the original plant rather than just keeping all of them. But I don't know. We'll see. But so this is a 2-week update on the golden pothos, just to kind of give you a visual of about how it grows. And we'll check back again maybe in 2 more weeks. Okay, so tonight marks 4 weeks, so a month, since we started shooting this video, and we're going to do an update on some of the cuttings and how the wall vine is doing. First and foremost, this now has 3 leaves instead of just 1, and I'm sure it's going to start putting out more soon. So we're going to have a second vine, and then these are the leaf propagations. Really, they could be potted up anytime soon because they have a ton of roots. They look awesome. I'll change the water after. But what's most exciting to me is that the wall vine is putting out 2 little, let's see if I can zoom in. There, that's how you do it. So it's putting out 2 little secondary vines, and those look like they both have leaves coming. So I guess the hope is that this will eventually sort of like fork out, and then maybe we'll have more vines rather than just, this was always just the one growing up there. So maybe this is a whole thing. My mom still doesn't want the vine taken off the wall because she doesn't want to have to repaint, which means I can't pot these in there because I'm shorter than this. So someone else will have to do it. But we have another task to do this evening. Can you see this? This is what sits in the other bathroom. I think it was originally a cutting from the big Pothos. And it's like so moldy and gross in here. So I'm going to save it, and then we're going to use some cuttings from the other one as well. This one I don't have permission to do. I'm just kind of doing it. Oh, there's a new growth point there. Okay. So this whole thing is going in the garbage. I don't give a shit. Okay. So we're going to just dump it out onto here. I couldn't find my... Fuck. Stop falling at me! I couldn't find my shovel thing that I like to use. So I have an actual little trowel here, but I have like a spoon that's shaped like a... This is disgusting. My mom has like stuff in here. Rocks and stuff. That's all going in the garbage too. All of this is going in the garbage. There's like a whole root chunk stuck inside there. Okay, so where are you? Oh no, look. So it's still green up here, but the main root system at the bottom here. I don't know, it's yellow, but it's still firm. We're gonna pot it back in here anyway, but that's how we're gonna do it. Because I'm so fucking smart. So, I'm going to start getting some dirt. Maybe I'll grab a cutting or 2 from that vase in the bathroom. What do you think, guys? Maybe I will, just so that it has more than just 2 leaves to begin with, and then we're going to go into the prop box. I decided to go with this cutting because it was the first one I took out. So we're going to need a little more dirt. Wow, 1 more scoop even. Someone's going to be like, why don't you just bring the dirt closer to what you're doing? I don't want to carry it. okay? That's just it. I don't want to pick it up. It's too much work. Okay, I forgot about this piece. So we're just going to make a hole with the chopstick. And we're going to put you in. We're just going to kind of shove. Oops. Well, I broke that root off. It looks kind of gross anyway. Clearly this cutting isn't completely dead if it's got this new growth point there, okay? That's what I'm going to say about that. Now we're going to go into here. And I don't know if you can see, but we got a lot of leaves popping out. So, like, this one to me immediately sticks out. Not all of these look ready, but some of them definitely do. I need hands. Okay. So that's the root. It's grown in its 4 weeks of being in the sphagnum moss. And I am going to put a little more dirt in here still. So don't worry. This isn't the end. What other cutting do I think should go in here? This one, I think, maybe. Maybe put it over here somewhere. This one that was in the other bathroom, I didn't ever water this one. The one in the bigger bathroom that climbed up the wall, that one I take partial ownership for its dying because I did water it a couple times without permission, which means it probably got watered twice. But this one, I don't know what happened. This one I don't understand. And we'll put one more in just for good measure. We'll put a smaller one in. How is this buddy doing? Okay. Okay, amazing. Now we're going to go get one final scoop of dirt, throw it all over everything, and then I'm going to water. I really want some of this dirt behind this piece, not just all of it in the front. Same with this one. Okay, there we go. So now it's time to water. We're just going to close this. I don't know if my camera can still see this. Can you still see this? Yeah, you can. Okay, so now we're just going to like position this in such a way that you have a chance of seeing it. And then we're going to douse it. We're going to let it run through. And then we're going to do it again. And then third time's a charm. A water for each Sanderson sister. Basically, I just like to water it until it's running out pretty consistently like that. And this, my friends, is the finished Pothos Frankenstein creation. You can see the little growth point there is coming out, so hopefully that's something. Some of the little babies look good. There's a new leaf there. Please ignore this snake plant. I had nothing to do with that. But hopefully once this grows and fills in, it'll be its own big Pothos, and then there's the other big Pothos in the other bathroom, and hopefully I'll successfully save them both. But anyway, since it's been a month since I started this video, we're going to end it here. So thank you so much for coming on this Pothos plant journey with me. I really appreciate you joining me. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!